Hello everybody and welcome back to Emerald County episode 25. That means it is world tour time. Full world tour. I am going to be running you through with every single thing that I have done in this world. That means starter base, lab, city, everything, even a secret project right at the end, which I have been hiding from you guys for nearly a week now. So I hope you guys are excited. If you are, then make sure to like and subscribe and let's get started. Here we are right where the world started. Here is my starter base built on the 9th of April 2023. That was nearly 5 months ago. This world is nearly 5 months old already, which is absolutely mental. If you are wondering what the day count is right now, the current day count is actually 571. We are very quickly approaching 600 days, and this is what my starter base looks like. As you can see, it's just this one room. Chests are completely unorganized. Actually, why have I got terracotta in there? That should be somewhere else. I've got loads of disorganized chests. Basically the start of every Minecrafter's world. Just loads of random blocks. Like, what was that? Dark oak? That was dark oak. I didn't realize that was in there. Oh, I could have used that when I was making all these signs. Right, we also have all my random stuff. Here's my ender chest. I have lots of valuables in my ender chest, as you can see. And a lot of notch apples, which are actually in a different location right now and not in here. But as you can see, this is my ender chest. Got loads of stuff in these shulker boxes as well. I think this one might be the best one. No, that's not the best one. This one. Is this one? It's this one. This one is the best one. Look at all that. I've got armor trims, notch apples, loads of totems, elytra, ancient debris. Oh, I've got other side music discs. Everything is all in these shulker boxes. And we also have some basic goals set out for the rest of this world. We have the lab, which is where we are going to be going very soon. I also have some future plans and my mangrove biome, just so I know where that is. So, what should we look at next? Let's look at the village. Now, I did originally say we were going to do a lot of work in this village and completely transform it, which we sort of are, but to be honest, I've sort of scratched that idea. Here are my beacons. These are going to be moved up there eventually, a lot higher up to the level of where this wall is, because I will show you why later. But this is where my beacons are. As you can see, I've got quite a bit of netherite set up, lots of gold, emeralds, and diamonds nearly completed. And I have enough iron in here for a full iron beacon as well, which I use for mining and stuff like that to get resources for my massive builds. We have our nether. There's nothing important in there at all except for just pain and misery. And we have here one of the first builds I tried to do when we were going to transform this village. This was going to be the Fletcher Hall, which I built on the 17th of April this year, and it is absolutely terrible. Just look at this. This is a disgrace that I try to build this. And am I going to take it down? No, I'm not, because we're covering it completely, and this entire area will be forgotten about within a year's time. So don't worry about any of that. I'm going to quickly sleep so we don't have to deal with any mobs. And then we're going to go on to our next project that I am going to be showing you guys. On the 27th of April 2023, I built the first bridge leading over to this island right here. The Garden Island, which has all my wheat farms, crop farms, and just loads of trees and everything like that. This is one of my favourite locations in the entire world. As you can see, it's so very basic. I just have some basic crop farms, which I still use today. I have some lighthouses right here. There's nothing furnished in them at all. It's literally just the pillar, and up there is a glowstone is at the top, I believe. Yeah, I think it's glowstone. As you can see, there's nothing in here. I like going up there to look at sunsets and stuff because it looks pretty cool. But yeah, that is nothing really important in the lighthouses. We also have my dragon egg monument right here, which I can't remember the day we defeated the dragon. It wasn't actually on video. I did it off camera because I did record it and there were microphone problems. But this is my dragon egg monument. As you can see, mangrove and deep slate, they work pretty well, I'd say. I really sort of like how this style looks with the barrels and everything like this. I think it is a very cool dragon egg monument. I could do something connecting this to that because that's just levitating right now. Should really do something to connect that to here so it looks a bit less quirky. But I'll do that at a later date. We also have, as you can see, a little lake there, a little pond, some water going around. All the water is all connected. So the water that is making all of this land fertile all connects back into this lake. And if you're wondering where the source comes from, follow this river. There's a little waterfall, and I've got a basic little source further up there. And then here is one of my most prized builds in this entire world, my 250 custom subscriber play button. I will be doing a 500 subscriber monument, but it's not going to be a play button. It is going to fit in with the style of the world that it now is, because originally when I built this, the world was going to be a completely different style. It wasn't going to be realistic. It was going to be like really big and different. And we achieved 250 subscribers on the 17th of May 2023. So again, nearly 4 months ago is when we achieved that. We are now currently sat at 348 at the time of recording, and I really want to get to 400 subscribers for my birthday, which is 2nd of October. So you know what to do. Get us to 400 subscribers for the 2nd of October, and I'll be a happy content creator. So make sure to do that. We've only got 52 more places before we get to the big 400, and then hopefully 500 will be by the end of the year, but I know that's a big ask, so it probably won't happen. But I trust you guys, so try it. Go subscribe if you haven't already. So where we are going to go next is probably at the start of the city, which is my main build of the entire world. So this is the dockyard. This is one of the most recent builds. As you can see, I have put a lot more detail in this because, oh, you know what, I dropped that from my other build that you've seen so far, which is Spawn, which is the no, this is the entire area Spawn, which is the starter house. I'll put a lot more detail in the floor. I've got this small little pickup truck. No, it's not a pickup truck, is it? It's a forklift. I've got this small little forklift here. It's very compact and I really like it. I think it's really cool. We've got this. This is supposed to be like a cargo hold area. So what this story is going to be, I'm going to build a massive container ship in here eventually. Is the ships come in here and they land in these, will dock in these areas here. I've got one there, one there. I'm going to build some more out this way. And then some cranes pick up the containers, and they get moved over to here, where I have a very bad container, which will be fixed and made better at a later date. Still need to get around doing that. And then the cargo is sent over towards the road, which leads all the way up into Emerald City. And as you can see, this is just loads of little, like, I've got empty bookshelves, barrels, hay bales, scaffolding, some pots, some lanterns, loads of just random blocks that all look like they're sort of cargo blocks, and it looks, I think this looks really good. Oh my god, voice crack. And through here, if you're wondering, is literally just a little bit that I messed up on because I didn't realize it was going to be covered, and just holds some shulker boxes. But these were the original resources for this dockyard. If you want to see how this was done, then I would highly recommend watching the I Built a Dockyard video, which is episode 23 of Emerald County. So go check that out if you want to see how I built all of this. And I will also be telling you which videos I did everything in. I mean, you could pretty much tell where the starter base was made. That was episode 1. And the Garden Island didn't have any videos. That was around, let me just quickly check for you. I'll tell you all the video times. So, the Dragon Egg Monument was episode 5. The 250 subscriber play button, episode 6. And the lighthouses were episode, oh geez, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Episode 13 were the lighthouses, and that is how we are so far. So now we are going to go up into the city where a lot more progress has been made. So if we quickly shoot up here with our elytra, as you can see, the first build that you come to is this massive one right here. This is the Capitol building, which is really the first massive build that I did in this world. I built it on the 30th of April 2023. It is episode 4 of the Emerald County series, if you guys are interested in seeing how I built it. Now, this build was originally made in OE SMP, which is an SMP that I was on between December to June this year, and got taken down because the community was getting a bit too toxic towards its owner. And this is a really prized build that I had in that realm. I absolutely loved it. I did it myself, and it was absolutely amazing build that I absolutely loved. It was from season 4 of the server, and when I was told it was going to be resetting, I quickly rushed down all the dimensions of it and rebuilt it here in Emerald County. And yeah, that's the story of how this build works. Originally, there was going to be glass on this, because this was going to be 2 blocks further down. But I changed to this, and I think it looks a lot better, because the glass textures in Bedrock don't really look that good at all. So that is why I changed that. We then also have this skyscraper office building here. This was uploaded on episode... Which episode was it? It doesn't say. Episode 14. Episode 15 of Let's Play Minecraft Season 2 or Emerald County. And this was literally 10 episodes ago. I thought it was a pretty good build at the time, but it's too modern for how this city is going to turn out. As you will see later, this is a very, very modern looking building, and I really don't like it. This is Long Park, something I built off camera. Just a small little bit of greenery right at the front, because I couldn't really build anything here at the time. I mean, now, if I was rebuilding this, I'd put some skyscrapers here, but I have this here, and I just want to preserve it. I don't even want to change this area. Over here is my ugly mob farm. This is probably the most ugly build in the entire world. Even more ugly than my starter base. And as you can see, it is just pure brick, and I really don't like it. That is why I don't use this mob farm. Things still spawn there. By now, with an Enderman farm in the end is a lot more efficient. And here is my absolutely terrible storage system. Every single block has got its own, well, should have its own chest, except the fact that I never actually use this, and I just go and collect them myself. Like, I could have come here to get more fireworks, but I didn't. I crafted them instead, which was very, very stupid. This leads us on to even more ugly builds, I am very ashamed to say. So we will not be going into this. This was episode, which one was it? This was episode 22 of Let's Play Minecraft. Probably the worst video in the entire series. Because I really try to make it different, and all of these builds are absolutely dreadful, and I absolutely hate them. So, moving on, we are going to move on to one of my favourite builds of the entire series. That is the Vault. As you can see here, massive Greek-style temple. Very, very proud of how this turned out. And down here are my armor trim collection and my notch apples. We went into an ancient city on episode... Which one was it? Where is the ancient city episode? I have lost it. It was on episode 12. We went into an ancient city. We found 11 notch apples. That's right, we found 11 in that ancient city. And we also found all of these armor trims ever since 1.20 first came out. If you want to have a full rundown of what I've got, I have completed Dune, Ward, Coast, Snout, Sentry, Eye, and I think this one is Spire. Yeah, Spire is there. And I still have my area where I set everything up from this build. I then have two more pretty bad office buildings, which again, I'm never going to do anything with because I really don't like them. And this leads on to what happened between episode 16 to 16 to, I believe, episode 21. Was this EDF headquarters, the current EDF headquarters. I will be rebuilding the headquarters at a later date. All the floors are unfurnished except for the very, very top floor, which leads on to my office at the time and right now, which I will be upgrading. I don't really think that I'm going to do much with this build anymore because I'm building a massive platform in Operation Emerald County, which is this one right here, my 10-year plan, which is very out of date. I need to completely redo this again. Yeah, and I'm going to be rebuilding the EDF headquarters and just leave this one as it is. But this is my current office. It is pretty bad, I'd say. It's a pretty cool looking build. I'll show you it once we get down into the main new bit of the city. But again, I don't really love it that much. I loved it at the time, but since the entire theme of this city has completely changed since I first built this, which to be honest was only a couple of weeks ago, it's not the best I could do. But down here is my favourite builds of the entire series. As you can see here, with this build, I suddenly just hit a light bulb moment in my brain where I decided to start detailing my builds. And as you can see, this is such a good build. I really, really like this build. It is definitely one of my favourite builds. It is not furnished at the moment because I don't know how to do interiors in Minecraft yet. But that is one of my favourite builds. We then built this one right here. And oh my goodness, there are pillagers on top of the roof. Go away. I missed completely. Go away. I missed again. Forget it. But I then built this one, which does have some basic interiors. All of it is furnished. This is the one that's furnished. This one here. As you can see, very basic furnishings. A kitchen in here. A sofa, bench thing, and a bed, which I sometimes use just to shelter from. But again, it is a pretty basic build. And to be honest, not one of my favourite ones. I probably won't be redoing this style. I might maybe just have different windows. I won't be using warped wood for the windows. Then straight behind this one is our last project that we did in episode 24. Oh yeah, this was episode 24, and this is probably my favourite build in the entire world, and I don't understand why. You may not understand, because it's very simple, and inside it is completely empty. But since last episode, guys, I have finished it out. I put cobwebs in, some storage units, scaffolding, everything like that. What I wanted to do was to build up this very industrial looking building as it is right here. That looks so like dark and dystopian. Then inside it's just being a abandoned building site. I'm going to replace all these torches with soul lanterns once I get some. And I really love how this build is. I just AFK in here sometimes because I just stare at it because it's just absolutely amazing. And then this is my most recent build. It's nowhere near finished yet. I've just got the front of it done. You haven't seen this build yet, so this is the first time it's ever been shown on camera. And again, it is another really big, pretty much just another really big industrial build. Can you please go away, sir? I don't want you on my city. Why do I keep missing? I'm so bad at this. Bye. I've now got Bad Omen, haven't I? Oh no, that's bad. And this is what EDF headquarters looks like. As you can see, it doesn't fit in with this style building at all, because this is all dystopian style, and I absolutely love this style so much. It looks so good, especially with all the detailing you can do with it. And that just looks way too... I don't even know if it's a style, it just looks really, really bad. But anyway, let's move on to our next location. As you can see, this area all around here is prepared for more building, but that will come within the next load of videos. Down this direction is another really big build which I have sort of abandoned. I first uploaded about this one on episode 21, which was building a diamond lab, which is this massive laboratory right here. It has grown so much. I've done some streams on it, but this is EDF Facilities. Now, EDF stands for Emerald District Facilities, and this is their center lab. So if we open this door, massive redstone door that totally didn't take me 5 hours to build, and come through here, as you can see, I've put some story in here, because EDF is going to be a massive part of this world's lore. Sorry about that cough, guys. My voice is getting very weak because I've made so many videos over the past couple of days. As you can see, it says visitors and new staff to report to Gatekeeper for entry. This is Gatekeeper Derek. That's right, this is our Gatekeeper. You have to present a pass in the story. I just flick this switch and it opens up the door, and you run through here into the central atrium. As you can see, that is a truly massive build. This, again, I originally made a video on this. The original lab video was going to be me building this, but I ended up making it way too flat of a dome. And I was like, okay, I can't do this while recording. So I ended up making this massive dome off camera. This took me absolutely days to make. I think this probably took me like 50 Minecraft days at minimum just to build, let alone get the resources. And then right here, this bit right here is where we're going to put our 500 subscriber milestone statue. Again, it's not going to be a play button. I don't know what it's going to be. I'm feeling right now I want it to be a globe right in the middle, like a massive custom, like, well, not massive, but a pretty big version of the Earth, but instead of following like our continents that we know, following different continents to sort of show the globe that this world is on, this Minecraft world is. And then down here is the only places that I've built in the lab. I have some custom robots running around, as you can see. These guys are pretty cool, I really like them. This is diamond processing. We have a custom security system, and this is where I just got loads of spare diamonds, and I just built a lab around them where villagers or doctors like Dr. Oakman and Dr. Nixon in there, who is currently hiding, are studying diamonds to try find out the potential powers or something like that. I don't know how the story works with these guys yet, but I've also done the same around the corner. I've still got shulker boxes around here. I really need to finish off this build and get this sorted out. But around here is emerald processing. Again, it's the same thing, just with emeralds. And these people are actually named after you guys. Dr. Lego Builder Boy. Lego Builder Boy was someone who commented on my videos. Who else is here? We have Dr. Figure. Figure is my, Charlie Figure is my channel moderator and a really good subscriber. And then this is Gabriel Carr, who was also a villager and someone who commented on my videos. If you guys do want to become a villager in the lab or in the city, then make sure to comment and make sure, just comment or do whatever you want, and I will pick out exactly who's going to do it. Doctor figure, just so you know, Charlie, you are going to be getting a better position than a doctor. I just wanted to get you in the world as soon as possible, but because you're a channel moderator, I'll put you in a more higher up role at a later date, just so you guys are aware. If you want to become a channel moderator, then sorry, but I don't really do that stuff. He was just a really good subscriber who just attends all my streams. If you guys do want to have a higher chance of getting in the lab or becoming like a channel moderator or higher official in this world, then join my streams. I haven't been streaming much recently, but I am intending to be streaming once a week, literally every single... I don't know what day yet, to be honest, guys. This is all just coming into my head now, but I am going to be doing weekly streaming very soon. I have to work out exactly what day it is going to be, but I will find out, and once I've got everything set up, then I will be doing weekly streams. More on that at a later date, once I have confirmed when I'm going to be doing it and exactly what day. So, you may be thinking this is the end of my world tour. These are all the buildings that I have showed in my Minecraft world. But there is the secret building, which none of you know about yet. Not even on streams. I haven't released anything publicly about this build, and to be honest, I wasn't going to today either, but I decided this is a full world tour, and it is a massive part of Operation Emerald County, which is a massive plan. More on that on a different video, which is probably episode 26, I'll start talking about that. I have started to recreate a massive, the biggest mega base that I ever made in Minecraft. Now, originally it was in Let's Play Minecraft Season 1. Right at the end of Season 1 is when I started this. And then in OESMP Season 3, so on live streams of Season 3, I built this build right here. Emerald Manor. The biggest mega base that I have ever done in Minecraft. Now, in Let's Play Minecraft, it wasn't very that big because I quit the world and started this one before it gets massive. But in OESMP Season 3... boy, was that a big task, because I built it in creative in OESMP, and it took me multiple days, and I really regret started it. I never even finished it, and Season 3 was up for 2 months. Never even finished it, never came anywhere close to finishing it. I had these massive redstone contraptions, it was absolutely gigantic. I think it was like, something like 200, 300 blocks long. I think what it was like 400 blocks long and 150 blocks wide, and it was probably like 50 blocks tall. It was absolutely gigantic, and the primary block was green terracotta and oak. Yep, that's what the primary block was, and that is what the primary block is going to be in this new one. But I have put this one on hold for a while, because I'm waiting to try and make it into the best possible version of Emerald Manor that I could possibly do. So right now, this is my custom-made cactus farm. I made this myself, and I am so proud by the fact that I actually managed to do something like this myself. It is mental that I'm actually brave enough to do my own redstone farm, and it actually works. And this is going to be moved into this room right here. This right now is exterior, but it's going to be moved into this one right here. Actually, all this scaffolding will probably come down, but it's going to go in there once this room is finished and become probably 5 times bigger with multiple different layers. But that is my entire world, guys, so I hope you guys did enjoy this. We have done in the first 25 episodes of Emerald County, and the next 25 episodes are going to be even bigger, because this video marks the beginning of Operation Emerald County, which is a 10-year plan to turn this world into a gigantic custom-made map of my dreams when I first started Minecraft nearly 8 years ago. It was my biggest dream since I first loaded into that world in Pocket Edition way back then, to build an absolutely gigantic world, and I'm doing it. Now, this build involves finishing this city, finishing the labs, rebuilding the entirety of Emerald Manor, terraforming this entire city with mountains, massive fully terraformed continents with custom biomes, villages, massive castles and fantasy cities. I'm going to have villages and mountains, volcanoes, canyons. It's going to be absolutely massive. Like I said, custom biomes, all massive wastelands and mountains, deserts, forests. And I'm going to have massive amount of lore tied in with everything. Emerald City is going to be the capital of it, and everything is all going to be connected by one massive road network and stuff like that. and it is going to be fully customized with a full story behind it. We have an underground society. Underground society has already started under Emerald City. I do need to work on that, and it is going to be the best builds. I think it is generally going to be one of the biggest builds on YouTube. And that is why I have made episode 25 a world tour. Because from episode 25 is when Operation Emerald County officially starts. So if you guys are excited to see the full might of this world and how big this world is going to get over the next decade, then make sure to like and subscribe. I've been Emerald Lord, and I will see you in episode 26 of Let's Play Minecraft or Emerald County. Goodbye.